Hello and welcome back to the Grassroots Hotline. This is episode 2, where we hear real problems from real people in grassroots football. I'm Jordan, we've got Rohan with me, and also producer Morgan. Now, you've just heard the intro from last week's episode. We weren't overly happy with it from editor Prash.
No, we wanted a version 2, didn't we?
Yeah, I think that one just sounds a bit too game showy rather than grassroots football-y. So I believe Prash has made us a second one to have a listen to. Let's give it a go.
That's giving me World Cup South Africa vibes.
Waving flag. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is. That's great. I love that.
Miles better.
Yeah,
Miles better.
That's bang on.
So do we have our...
We have our
jingle.
Our jingle.
Right, from now on, every episode, that's going to be our jingle. I really like it. I was getting waving flag vibes.
Yeah, so was I.
That's weird that as soon as you heard it, that was the first thing that you thought as well.
Yeah.
I was ready to hear, whoa.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was going to start singing it, but you just did.
Yeah, nice. Well, as I already said, we're here to discuss real problems from real people in grassroots football. You've been sending them in all week. I think we should just get straight into them.
Grassroots Dilemmas.
Should I pick up?
Let's do
the
it.
First one?
Go for it.
First one in reach. Harsh truth. Football academies have a 98% failure rate, yet we keep pretending they're on the pathway to success. Despite this, around 50% of all academy players leave the system before they are 16. Furthermore, 98% of players awarded with an academy scholarship by English clubs at 16 are no longer playing in the top 5 tiers of English football at 18. Think about that for a moment. We're taking 8-year-olds, filling their heads with professional dreams, restructuring their entire childhood around football, and then crushing 98% of them by the age of 18. Meanwhile, parents are spending thousands on private coaching, driving hours to training sessions, and sacrificing family time for a system that statistically fails almost everybody who enters it. The saddest part, these kids often lose their love for the game in the process. They become so focused on making it that they forget why they started playing in the first place. Maybe it's time we stopped selling dreams and started being honest about the reality of professional football pathways. What would you tell a parent whose 10-year-old just got scouted by an academy? That sounds like an angry parent sending that in. But I think it's true. You know, it is factual that most kids won't make it. And yet you are taking over their entire life by the age of 8 or 9. And it's also like siblings. Imagine if you've got brothers or sisters and they're having to come to games with you because the whole family is sacrificing everything for that one child that probably won't even make it in the first place.
But should we not encourage them to dream? Okay, it's one thing being realistic, but you don't need to be so cynical and create that cynicism in their minds as well.
Yeah, and for everyone, for all the children that don't make it, you've always got like one Phil Foden or Cole Palmer who has made it, and they're getting plaudits, and they're part of the English setup moving forward. So obviously that's amazing, and that's always people's dream. But I think there has to be a realistic part of it. Like, don't spend your entire savings on something that may not happen. Have a backup plan. I think the other thing is, like, kids need an education, right? And they need to be in like a normal social environment, because you see all these people at 18. And I've spoken to a number of them who used to be in academies. And nowadays they're kind of trying to get qualifications or things like that they kind of didn't do when they were through the ages where most people would be sitting GCSEs or A-levels or whatever it may be. And now they're kind of way farther behind than everybody else is who is of a similar age. So it's striking that balance. I think if it's realistic that you know that your kid is not the number one starter every single time and is not progressing as quickly as you would want them to, I think you need a little bit of a dose of reality.
Yeah, but also it comes back to what we always say, is that grassroots football is all about enjoyment. So you don't necessarily need to push them that far. Ultimately, the kids should want to push themselves because they enjoy it. If they don't want to, to push themselves or be that dedicated to it, then that's fine. As long as you're just letting the kid enjoy it, then that's the main thing, surely.
Yeah, I think it's always the parent, right? They're the kid's number one fan, and they think their kid is the next Ronaldo or the next Messi or the next Ella Toon. And I think in reality, the kid maybe and sometimes doesn't want to be pushed that hard. Equally, it's so exciting to a 7 or 8 year old to be told that you're playing in Brighton's academy or Man United's academy, and you can go into school and tell your friends, and you're the cool person in the class. And then balancing that is difficult because then sometimes the child will get an ego. So
and an identity as the best footballer in their class.
But also imagine how crushing that is when that identity that they've grown up with is taken away from them, and they've lost all of that because they're no longer that person that they thought they were, and they don't have the tools to be able to deal with that during those periods of difficulty where football has kind of escaped them and they really don't know what they need to do next.
So from a parent's point of view, maybe it's about distinguishing between, okay, you love your football, you're very good at football, enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's not who you are. You are not X the footballer, you're X the person, and you enjoy your football.
My biggest issue with this, right, is that you've got academies sweeping up players from 8 years old onwards because they know that if they just hoover up all the talent at that age, they're not going to have to pay a premium for them when they turn 15, 16, 17, etc. The problem with that is, like we said, most of them will get dropped. But there are so many grassroots leagues or grassroots teams that are of a really good quality. You take the Junior Premier League, they're national. They are unbelievable. And a lot of academies will actually play in that league. And my other problem with it is that the academies will then block these players from taking part, or some of the academies, not all of them, will block their players taking part in grassroots football teams. So you are sucking the life out of it because they can't do what they want to do, which is enjoy themselves with their mates on a Saturday or Sunday anymore because the academy stopped them from doing that. And yet the academy are also aware that player probably won't make it, but just on the off chance that they might, and it's going to save them a few $100,000 or whatever it may be, if you're lucky, a few million, they just are happy to kind of pick you up and drop you as soon as it suits them. And I think there needs to be a bit of a balancing act, but how you do that is so hard because football is what most people want to do when they're older. It's so hard to be able to make it to the top of the game, especially in the Premier League. But we see so many now moving to other countries and flourishing. So, there's options for that as well. But as I say, you've still got to be in that top kind of 1 or 2% of players, which is difficult to achieve.
It's really difficult. And also, as you say, there will always be those stories like the Cole Palmers or the Phil Fodens where people, maybe have been pushed as kids and encouraged to pursue football as a career.
Also the Chris Smalling, sorry to interrupt, the Chris Smalling where you've got, playing Sunday League or Saturday League and gets scouted and then starts playing for Fulham and Man United. And unbelievable story, but it starts at grassroots.
And sometimes that commitment from the parents as well also does pay dividend from a career point of view. I was watching an interview with Alex Scott from Bournemouth, who recently got called up to England. His stepsister or half-sister is Maya Letitia as well. They travelled over with their parents from Guernsey to play in academies. He said his parents must have spent an absolute fortune, both in time and financially, to get him to where he is and where she is. And ultimately, it has paid dividends, but you do just need to remember these are the rare stories, the rare cases. And most of the time, 99.2% of the time, whatever's been said in that from that person who's got in touch with us, you're just doing it for enjoyment, and you can't lose sight of that.
I think that's it. That's what grassroots football's about, right? And I think academies do have they're guilty of sometimes taking that away from kids. And I think it's the most important thing to remember that, like, this is the kids' game. It's their enjoyment. It's for fitness. It's for social. It's for lots of different reasons that aren't just, we want you to be a Premier League footballer. And I think sometimes when the parents put pressure on that child as well, it really does suck the life and the enjoyment out of football. So, yeah, just let them have fun with it and see where it ends up.
100%.
I think as a parent, you probably have to just be upfront and honest. Tell them they've got this great opportunity to play in an academy, but it's not guaranteed to become professional.
But how do you do that when you've got your kid who is so excited and you're almost...
Yeah, that's the hard part. It's figuring out how you tell them, what you tell them.
Yeah.
That's the dilemma.
That is the dilemma.
Right, dilemma number 2.
I ref most weekends and something happened recently that's really stuck with me. After a tight match, one of the coaches marched straight over at full time, got right up close and told me he'd come find me and kill me over a decision he didn't like. It wasn't a shout from distance, it was said quietly, right in my face. The decision he was angry about wasn't even dramatic. He was running the line for his team, flagged one way, I gave the other. And the game ended about 10 seconds later. Nothing out of the ordinary. I've reported it, so the league will deal with it, but it's shaken me more than I expected. How do refs stop one nasty moment from getting in their head? And how do you carry on confidently when somebody crosses a line like that? Where to even start?
That's mad.
That is mad.
Guy thought he was Liam Neeson. I'll find you and track you down.
Over a throw-in with 10 seconds to go.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, it's also the fact that he's gone up to the referee, and if it was like heat of the moment, you've shouted, you've screamed, which is what happens on a football pitch, fine. But he's like calculated that intimidation to whisper it in his ear. Shocking.
It feels more sinister than even a shout, which obviously wouldn't be acceptable, but
Yeah, I mean,
feels
it's just
horrible.
nonsensical. But to answer that question of how you deal with it, it's the hardest thing. And I think you've got to be honest and say it will impact you, and that's okay. Let that happen. I think what you don't want to do is just chuck your bag in the corner and say, right, that's me done, I'm going to stop now. You can't let one bully and one idiot ruin it, because it sounds like if this person is refereeing most weekends, like they say, they're getting enjoyment out of it. You know, they're doing it whether they love the game, whether it's for the money, whatever it may be. Rather than doing a paper round, they might be refereeing a football match. But I'm sure that they've had lots of positive experiences, and I think you've got to kind of remember that in the moment. So normally it's a case of try and forget about football for a day or two. Let it sink in, let it settle, get the support from the networks that are around you, and then kind of come back to it. But I always say, like, start off fresh. Like, maybe ask for a mentor on your next game. Ask for a team that you've refereed before where you know the manager is a bit kinder, and the leagues are really good at doing stuff like that as well to really support their referees. But most importantly, that manager needs dealing with, because he sounds like a nut job. Absolute nut job.
100%. And if you do suffer abuse at grassroots football as a referee, on Centre Circle, after you submit your match report, you can press a box and Centre Circle will support you. Get in touch with the county FA, the league, make sure that you're all right and ready to carry on refereeing.
Yep, absolutely. That's why we built it. The SOS alert.
100%. Right, dilemma number 3, rattling through these today.
Let's do it. Our gaffer John thinks he's Mikel Arteta and it's doing my head in. What a start. He started bringing a whiteboard to matches. It's massive. He's using magnets to do tactics and has all of our faces on. He's asking the people that come to watch us to create an intimidating atmosphere. We're a Sunday league side playing on a school pitch. How do I stop this madness? I love John. That sounds great.
Oh my days. What's he asking the people on the sidelines to actually do?
This sounds like, you know, in that Arsenal documentary where Arteta's got the speakers and he's like playing You'll Never Walk Alone. He's saying to everybody, like, it's going to be like that. God knows what he's asking people to do, but that sounds exceptional. I mean, if that was me and I was playing for that team, I would just tap into it. I'd start calling him Gaffer. I'd like ask him for video analysis and like little clips and stuff like that. Just really get into it and see how it ends up.
He'd probably go for it as well.
I think he would go for it.
He sounds like he believes that he's a Premier League manager. And do you know what? Fair play to him. I rate it.
But rather than managing like Bukayo Saka or Declan Rice, he's managing, you know, Dave from Accounts.
Yeah, Dave from Accounts. Who is that? I've heard that reference before.
I actually got no idea. It's a grassroots football thing.
I feel like Dave from Accounts is actually like a TV
Is it from like
show.
The Office or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Could be.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Anyway, not as good as Bukayo Saka. That's
Not
for
as good
sure.
as Bukayo Saka, yeah.
I mean, ultimately, the proof's in the pudding, right? Like, how are you doing?
It's a project, and he's going in. He's getting a grip of the team.
Yeah.
He's building his own philosophy. I think it's important. You know, that's what Sunday League's about.
I need to know how this team are doing since John started making these changes.
If they're flying, then he's clearly doing a good job. But I mean, printing off their faces on a magnetic whiteboard. Yeah.
But it's those sorts of changes that actually add up. Like we always say grassroots football is all about enjoyment, but you enjoy it more if you win, let's be real.
It's true. I mean, it's also absolutely and utterly delusional in like the best way.
Yeah.
You kind of want those characters in grassroots football because they make it interesting. And I feel like even if you lose and he's giving you all these like he's drawing arrows on the whiteboard to tell you why, it kind of takes the edge off the fact that you've just lost the game. You're just thinking, what is going on right now?
I'm just imagining the players, like parents or mates who've come to watch all around the side of the pitch as the opposition go onto the
got their own chance,
doing like the Icelandic thunderclap.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, what can you do to create an intimidating atmosphere at grassroots football? I don't even know.
I have no idea. Also, how many people are on that sideline? Like 3.
Yeah, innit?
You can bring a wireless speaker.
You could do that, Morgan.
What would you play?
Yeah, that was going to be my next question.
I don't know. Just chants. Football chants.
Surely they could just do it themselves.
Yeah, but a few wireless speakers.
A few wireless
Around the
speakers.
pitch.
Not
On
that-
a school pitch.
Yeah, just Dot them every corner of the pitch.
Just boos, maybe. You could just boo through the speakers.
That would actually be great.
Yeah, every
like
time-
whenever they've got possession, you just play the boo. And
Yeah.
then whenever they've not got possession, you play like the chants.
I always thought when Raheem Sterling played at Anfield, the boos always got to him so much that he'd always have a shocker.
That's actually true.
So if you did that at grassroots level, I'm not sure the mentality of Dave from accounts is going to
I would be
stand up.
skewing that ball out every single time I tried to kick it, I think. If you just heard like a chorus of like boo every single time.
So we sort of
Headlocks.
not really answered this guy's question.
We have.
We're just
Tap into it.
Yeah, but we're giving Gaffer John advice. This is how you can bolster it.
The same way players want to be scouted, he might be trying to get scouted for a
John's trying to go up the coaching ladder.
You just see him next to Arteta's set piece coach, Nicholas Jover. Next time Arsenal are playing in the Premier League, you just see John the Gaffer on the Arsenal dugout.
Faces of everybody on his whiteboard. I don't know how you deal with that. Other than as I say, I just get into it. Like Sunday League, you do it for enjoyment when you're playing it. He's probably getting enjoyment out of this as well as a manager. I think it's all right. And if it gets too serious, you just, pull him to one side and be like, "John, mate, what is going on? Like, what is going on? It's too much." But I feel like, why not? It's part of the fun.
I feel like we need to get John on the show.
I think we need to get John on the pod.
Hear his philosophy and his story, how he's got to this
We
point.
should try and reach out to him and see if we can go film with him for a bit. Like, follow
that would
the
be
team.
amazing.
It would be incredible. Just watch him just get spanked like 8-2 every single game. It'd be absolutely unbelievable.
Watch this space.
Centre Circle's Grassroots Star of the Week.
Okay, this week's Grassroots Star of the Week goes to Ellie from Birmingham. She's 11 years old and showed maturity beyond her years. Her team were struggling after a tough first half, a few heads dropped, and Ellie was the one who pulled everyone together at the break. She encouraged her teammates, kept the mood calm, and helped turn the second half around with her attitude as much as her play. Nominated by her manager, James. Well done, Ellie. You are our Centre Circle's Grassroots Star of the Week.
Quiz of the Week.
Now it's time for our favourite part of the show. Well, is that a bit unfair on the dilemmas?
No, it's my favourite part.
Yeah. Only because last week's was so brilliant where producer Morgan somehow contrived to answer our questions, which were yes or no incorrectly. If you've not watched it, please go back and have a watch. It will be worth your time. This week, Morgan, I'm hoping it goes a bit more smoothly. What have you got lined up for us?
So this week we've got something a bit different. Instead of competing against each other, you're going to be working together.
Okay, nice.
I like that.
Seeing as I lost last week, I don't mind that.
Yeah. Whereas this week I inspired my hair by the winning
By
answer.
Xavi.
Xavi.
So this week we're going to play football tenable.
Okay, nice. So you're going to give us 2 different questions, and in each one there's 10 answers, and we've got to get all of the top 10, basically.
Yeah, the top 10 in that category.
Do we have a time limit or just whenever?
Just whenever.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we're busy people.
Yeah.
Can't
true.
sit here all day. How many lives do we get?
Well, 3 lives.
Okay.
We can do that.
Without hearing the questions, I feel relatively confident.
I think we can do it.
Yeah. Right, okay. Go on. Hit us with the first one.
Okay, so the first one is, can you name the top 10 Premier League players to reach 100 goals the fastest?
Okay.
We can
We're going to
chuck
get a
some in
few,
there.
but there's going to be some...
Wait, there's 3 lives. Okay, so we've got to discuss them first before we just fire it.
Yeah, one at a time. So, by the way, every time we get a correct answer, can you just go ding?
I'll give it a go.
Okay, great. That will make me really happy.
Yeah, same.
Okay, first one. Well, we know that the answer is Haaland, right? He's number one.
Yeah.
Haaland,
Ding is number 1.
Shearer.
Yeah.
Ding.
Salah.
Number 2.
I'm happy with Salah.
Ding. Number 6.
I feel like Aguero is going to be on there.
Has to be, surely.
Number 4.
Where's the ding?
Ding.
I panicked when there was no ding.
Lampard.
Well, before we lock that in, he's definitely got a lot of goals, but he did play a lot of games and from midfield. I'm happy to give it a go, given we've got 3 answers.
Oh, it's a good point.
I think
he's on there.
Safer is Rooney, surely.
Yeah. No. Oh, I think Lampard, honestly.
So that's 2 lives left.
Lampard, locking it in.
No, because Lampard obviously scored more in the latter stages.
Reset the lives.
Can we watch an ad to get more lives? So we've got one life left. And then after we lose our last life, is that us done? Or then are we lifeless? And so effectively we get 4
We can go
right answers.
lifeless. Yeah, we'll go 4 lives.
I
We
think
need
we're
them.
gonna need them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, wait. So we've got Shearer, Haaland, Salah, Aguero.
Yeah.
Is that it? We're on
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, we're on 4.
Omri.
Omri's got to be on there.
Locked in.
Yeah.
Ding. Yes.
Where?
Number 5.
Okay. Top Premier League strikers of all time. You've got like Drogba, Harry Kane. Harry Kane must
Harry
have been
Kane
quite quick.
has to be on
Right,
there.
let's lock in Harry Kane.
Ding. That's the number 3.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Older Premier League strikers like Mark Hughes or
It's Premier League.
Andy Cole. Andy Cole must.
Andy Cole is definitely on the list.
Right, Andy Cole.
Locked in.
Yeah.
Ding.
What number?
10.
Ooh.
So you got 7 to 10.
Right. I think we're struggling, so maybe you should just give us the clubs that they played for.
I think let's just fly in there. Owen.
Ding. There's the tied number 10.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. I'm happy to go in with Fowler.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Ding.
Okay. So how many?
One more.
No, we've got
got-
2 more.
7 and 9.
7 and 9. Berbatov.
No, it wasn't that quick. Right. Drogba.
Do we go with Drogba? Yeah, I think Drogba.
Drogba.
Uh-uh.
Yaya Toure.
No, don't be ridiculous.
So you got one more life. Last 2.
Van Nistelrooy.
I like it. Give us Rude. Oh no. Right, who were the 2 we didn't get?
Number 7 was Ian Wright, 173 games.
Yeah.
And 9 was Les Ferdinand.
Okay, I can live without.
I can live without, but
Les.
Righty's-
Righty, yeah,
So big.
yeah. No, should have got Righty. So, what is the second one?
The second one is, can you name the top 10 Liverpool managers with the best points per game?
Easy.
Right. Well, you're a Liverpool fan, so I'm going to lean heavily.
Slot.
Yep. Number 2.
Klopp.
Number 1.
Dalglish.
Number 3.
Shankly.
Number 7.
Brendan Rodgers.
Number 10.
Rafa Benitez.
Number 5.
Gerard Houllier, surely.
Number 8.
Why have we lost the dings?
Because we're just quick
Okay.
firing
Quick
these.
fire.
So how many more have we got to get?
You got 4, 6, and 9.
Paisley? Is it?
Yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Right. So we got 6 and 9.
Souness.
Locked in?
Yeah.
Nope.
We should have read that locked in was a nope. Right. Now we got to take a step back.
Okay, so we've got what, 4, 6, and 9. Is that what?
Yeah. No, we got 4. We got
6 and
Paisley.
Just 6 and 9.
Yeah.
I'm not accepting Roy Hodgson. There's no chance.
Surely not.
There's absolutely no chance. I'm trying to think who managed us. You said Phil Thompson.
He was like assistant while Houllier was ill, I think.
If you won 1 out of 1, then that's
I know.
a great points per game ratio.
I think that's a technicality.
That is a technicality.
I think we need a hint. Can we have? Are there any hints you can give us that you might know,
There'd
Morgan?
be such obvious people as well.
I'll give you the initials of number 6.
Okay. Do you know both of these people?
No.
Okay.
Great.
So it's older then. Okay. Give us the initials of number 6.
JF.
The funniest thing is the first person that sprung to mind was John Flanagan.
That's definitely not him.
So one of them was in the 80s,
Yeah, as feared.
and the other was in the 90s.
Okay, who's the other? What's the other initials?
R.E.
Ooh.
Oh,
Is it Roger? Rob?
is it not Ron?
Ron? JF. I'm going John Francis.
Nope.
Jack Fitzpatrick.
Nope.
Ronnie Edwards.
Nope.
That could have been right. Go on, give us a first name.
Roy.
Roy Evans.
Yeah.
And then the other one, Joe.
Joe No, Liverpool didn't have a Ferguson. You should be getting this, I think.
I should be getting this, and like the person I've definitely, obviously I've heard of them, and it's on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot remember who they are. It's like
Not Fitzpatrick. Or
No,
something.
it's not Fitzpatrick. It's like Finnegan, but it's not.
It's close.
Yeah.
Put us out of our misery.
It's Joe Fagan.
Yeah.
Fagan.
Fagan.
Should have got that.
Should have got that.
Should have got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Morgan, that was much better than last week. Thank you very much. If you have enjoyed episode 2 of the Grassroots Hotline, please like, subscribe it, share it with your friends, all of that stuff. And we'll be back soon with another episode.